Imagine a world where fresh, local food is available to everyone, regardless of climate or space. This isn't science fiction. It's the imminent reality of vertical farming. Get ready to discover how these towering indoor farms are about to completely transform how we grow, distribute, and even think about our food supply. For thousands of years, human civilization has depended on horizontal land-based farming. Fields stretched for miles, seasons dictated harvests, and weather determined success or failure. But as our global population races past 8 billion, this ancient system is reaching its breaking point. We're running out of arable land, water resources are depleting, and climate change is making weather patterns unpredictable, causing floods, droughts, and soil degradation. Meanwhile, cities continue to expand, consuming fertile land and pushing farms further away from where people actually live. The result? Higher food prices, longer supply chains, and enormous waste, both environmental and economic. Humanity is facing a simple but terrifying question: how will we feed the world of tomorrow? The rise of vertical farming. Enter vertical farming, one of the most revolutionary innovations in agriculture since the invention of the plow. Instead of growing food on sprawling fields, vertical farms stack crops in layers, often inside climate-controlled skyscrapers or warehouses. Picture a building filled with rows of lettuce, strawberries, or herbs, growing not under sunlight but under LED lights, and not in soil but in nutrient-rich water or mist. This technique, known as controlled environment agriculture, gives plants exactly what they need. No more, no less. It's precision farming taken to a whole new level. Vertical farms can grow crops year-round, unaffected by droughts, storms, or seasons. They use up to 95% less water and require no pesticides. And perhaps most importantly, they can be built anywhere. From the heart of New York City to the deserts of the Middle East. How it works. The technology behind the transformation. At the core of every vertical farm lies a combination of cutting-edge technology and biological science. LED lighting. Instead of relying on sunlight, vertical farms use specialized LEDs that emit the exact light spectrum plants need for photosynthesis. These lights can be tuned to accelerate growth, boost flavor, and even enhance nutrition. Hydroponics and aeroponics. Instead of soil, plants grow in nutrient solutions or fine mists. Hydroponics uses water enriched with minerals, while aeroponics suspends roots in air, delivering nutrients directly through vapor. This not only conserves water, but also prevents soil-borne diseases. AI and automation. Artificial intelligence monitors plant growth, humidity, temperature, and nutrient balance in real time. Robotic systems plant seeds, adjust lighting, and harvest crops with precision that humans simply can't match. The benefits. Why vertical farms could save the planet: dramatic water savings. Traditional agriculture uses enormous amounts of water. Vertical farms recycle and reuse nearly all of it, cutting consumption by up to 95%. In a world where water scarcity is one of the biggest environmental threats, that's a game changer. No pesticides or herbicides. Because crops grow in sealed environments, they're safe from pests and diseases, eliminating the need for chemical sprays. This means cleaner food and less pollution. Reduced land use. A vertical farm can produce the same yield as a 400-acre traditional farm, all inside a single city block. That's not just efficient, it's revolutionary. Local food, lower emissions. Most food today travels thousands of miles before reaching your plate. Vertical farms can operate right in urban centers, cutting transportation emissions and delivering fresher produce within hours of harvest. Year-round production, no more waiting for harvest seasons. With climate control and artificial lighting, vertical farms can produce continuously, 24/7, regardless of external conditions. Together, these benefits could redefine global food security, especially as climate change continues to disrupt conventional agriculture. Real-world examples. From vision to reality. This isn't just theory. Vertical farming is already happening and scaling fast. In the US, companies like Plenty, AeroFarms, and Bowery Farming are building massive indoor farms near major cities. Bowery, for example, operates facilities that supply supermarkets with greens grown in completely automated warehouses. No soil, no pesticides, and no sunlight. In Japan, Spread Coasting runs vertical farms that produce millions of heads of lettuce annually using robots. Meanwhile, in the Middle East, where fertile soil is scarce, Pure Harvest is pioneering vertical and hydroponic systems to provide fresh food even in desert conditions. And in Singapore, a city that imports over 90% of its food, vertical farming is becoming a national priority to ensure food independence. Governments worldwide are investing heavily, seeing vertical farms as the key to future food resilience. The challenge is why it's not everywhere yet. Of course, like every revolutionary technology, vertical farming isn't perfect, at least not yet. The biggest challenge is cost. Building and running vertical farms requires expensive infrastructure, advanced lighting systems, and high energy consumption. Although LED technology is improving rapidly, the initial investment can still be steep. There's also the issue of crop variety. While leafy greens, herbs, and strawberries thrive in vertical systems, staple crops like wheat, rice, and corn remain difficult to grow efficiently indoors, mainly because of their large space and light requirements. And finally, energy dependency is a real concern. Since vertical farms rely on artificial lighting, their environmental benefit depends heavily on renewable power sources. Otherwise, the carbon footprint can offset some of the gains in sustainability. The future, a new agricultural revolution. What we're witnessing isn't just a technological upgrade, it's a paradigm shift in how humanity interacts with food and nature. In the coming decades, imagine skyscrapers filled with vegetables or shipping containers repurposed as mobile farms in food-insecure regions. Imagine every city block having its own micro farm, supplying nearby restaurants and households. In fact, some experts predict that vertical farms could one day feed entire cities, while freeing up millions of acres of land for reforestation and biodiversity restoration. And as AI, robotics, and biotechnology continue to evolve, future vertical farms may not just grow plants. They could tailor their nutrition, flavor, or even medicine production at the molecular level. The question is no longer if vertical farming will shape the future, but how fast. As urban populations grow and the climate crisis deepens, the world needs solutions that are sustainable, scalable, and smart. Vertical farming offers exactly that. A future where food can be produced anywhere, for anyone, with minimal impact on the planet. So the next time you bite into a crisp salad or fresh strawberry in the middle of winter, remember, it may not have come from a farm in the countryside. It might have come from a glowing tower in the heart of your city, and a symbol of how innovation can literally feed the future. If you found this glimpse into the future of farming fascinating, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because the next revolution in food might be growing right above your head.